Happy Thanksgiving. It's after Thanksgiving, and did everybody have a good turkey day? Mr. T certainly did. Doesn't show, does it? Anyway, so why am I talking to you today? Well, it's after Thanksgiving. It's after Black Friday. And now it's this wonderful Saturday, the start of the original weekend. And I want to talk to you guys, Mr. T's Wolfpack class, about your home learning and other things that are happening in our classroom for math and science. But anyway, why am I dressed like this? To give you guys some motivation. I'm here in my backyard, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about some good things, some bad things that I learned yesterday. It's all about the world of football. So we had on Thanksgiving food, family, fun, festivities. We also had football. Well, am I going to change, I guess you would say, uniforms. So I'm going to go from this to this. My Miami Hurricanes going into University of Pittsburgh. They're playing for their 11th win, and they did horrible. They did really, really, really bad. This turned into this, and Mr. T's not very happy about it. They played poorly. They didn't execute. They didn't have any enthusiasm for what they did, and I can relate that to sometimes when I see this in the classroom, that players, or you, the students, are underperforming, and that you don't have the will or the drive to get the work done and to do the things that you need to do. And it showed yesterday in the team that I was cheering for yesterday. I sat there in my seat, really, really frustrated. And sometimes I see that in the classroom too. Standing in front of there, watching you, being frustrated because I know you could do the things that you could do. And that's what I thought yesterday of the Hurricanes. But I know they've got to come up for the ACC championship, and they got to play another team. So what are they going to do after this loss? Well, they got to try to get better, and they got to win. So hopefully that's what my team, one of my teams, is going to do. So yesterday, besides watching the Hurricanes lose, I saw my alma mater, UCF. They beat University of South Florida Bulls, and they were on their game. They knew what they did. They attacked the ball, and they did anything possible on their home field down in Orlando to win the game, and they did. They did in an awesome fashion. They were behind, but you know what? They kept on going. They kept on going. They kept on going, and they kept on playing until the final whistle, and then they won the game and beat the USF Bulls. And so there's another team I can compare with you guys, the students. I see some great work coming out of you, some awesome work, some drives, some motivation, that you want to do things, you want to get better. And I see that in some of you guys as students. And sometimes when you don't think you're doing well, at least that you're trying. I think that's the biggest thing and more important thing that I want to say to you guys, is that you're trying and you're pushing forward to do the best that you can be. And that's all we're asking for, is that you do the best that you can be. Your parents, Mr. T, the school, we believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself first. And then lastly, the other team I'm going to be cheering today is Michigan. So the Wolverines are going against Ohio State, and this is a big, big, big game. This game is going to prove whether one team is better than the other. And Ohio State has run the table on Michigan. And so when you have adversity, what are you going to do to get better? And that comes to the next point that I'm going to bring up. Sometimes you have these valleys, and then you have these hills. So we're always doing this in life. And that's what happens to you students too, just like I did. We fail, but then we get better and we have success. We fail, we learn from our mistakes, and then we get better. We fail, and it keeps on going. And this is going to be life. And hopefully, you know, what I'm going to show you next is going to get you on the right track. Because you guys are wolves. Okay? Hear you howl. I want to see you howl. How are you going to do this weekend? Some of you have done very, very, very well in doing your multiplication tables. I'm going to show you two instances of how these particular students have done well. First, I'm going to show, and there's two different versions of doing the multiplication tables for the math strategies. Here's Ronald. Ronald, great job. Now, Ronald hasn't done everything, but at least he's done something. And here's something that he's done. So here's one of the ways that he's done the 4 strategies. He's put it all on one page, starting with 2 times 1 all the way, 2 times 1 to 2 times 12. He's done number line. He's done arrays. He's done repeated addition. And lastly, it's a little wet. And he's done equal groups. And this is one of the ways that you students can go ahead and perform the magic of multiplication tables using your 4 strategies in this fashion. And here's the last one from Danica from the other class. She's done it in a different way. She showed all 4 strategies all on one piece of paper, starting with 2 times 1, with equal groups, repeated addition, number line, and array. And she's done it separating it by each times table with those 4 strategies. That's another way that you guys can do that. So 2 different ways, either each strategy per page, or 4 strategies on one page per times table. So all that being said, you've got 2 more days of work to do. A lot of work to do. You've been given a lot of work, because I have high expectations of you all, of Mr. T's class. And hopefully you guys take this to heart. Parents, your support staff, along with me, to get your child to where they need to go. And this is only one of the ways I'm helping, encouraging you parents as well as you students to do the best you could be, because we are wolves. Okay, we're part of the Wolfpack. And I'm letting you be great right now. How are you going to be great today? Are you going to sit around? Are you going to procrastinate and leave all that stuff till Sunday? I hope not. I really do. Because sometimes we need to do stuff that we don't like. And I, for one, have to do some landscaping. I don't like landscaping. I don't like being outdoors in that kind of manner. I don't like being when working with plants. That's not my thing. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it to make this house look nice. Okay? So, and that's how you're gonna make your house look nice for your homework and your home learning and your classwork. Do the best that you can be, because we're wolves and we're hunting. I need you to hunt today. Go figure out in the woods. Well, my backyard is my woods or the forest. And, you know, I'm proud and lucky to have you as my students. And you've got your Super Bowl coming up. Your Super Bowl's coming up in April for your FSA. So we got to hunt now. Even the times when we don't want to do things, you got to hunt. You got to hunt. We got to eat. We got to eat all that knowledge inside of us so we can move on to the next level, because you guys are still cubs. And we need for you guys to grow up and be wolves just like this, so you can move on to 4th grade. So again, here in my backyard on a Saturday, a Thanksgiving weekend, I give thanks to you for being my students. I thank God that I have a job to be able to instill and motivate you guys, and to be part of the Wolfpack. And that's my thanks. So again, I hope you get on your work, and we'll see you back at school.